Good morning. It's early in the morning. This is Mark with Grand Christianity. I want to talk about the gold and the silver in the temple. In the tent of meeting, there were three metals: brass, silver, and gold. And as you went into the tent of meeting, the idea of the metals was supposed to represent an increasing closeness with God, just as those metals were indicating greater worth. You know, this bronze was not that close to God, and the bronze was not that, it's early in the morning here. The bronze was not that close to God, and the bronze was just, okay. And we proceed further into the silver and then into the gold. And I'm trying to get to the gold. I'm probably about the silver. But the Pharisees said, Jesus said that the Pharisees said, if anyone swears by the temple, it is nothing. But if anyone swears by the gold of the temple, he is bound by his oath. And Jesus said, blind fools, which is greater, the gold, which people knew gold was a very high worth back then. That was money. That's worth like $2,000 today or $3,000 for an ounce of gold. And there was all this gold in the temple. So we're talking hundreds of thousands, millions, billions of dollars in the temple and the gold. So the Pharisees were thinking, well, this gold means something. The gold represents, wealth and represents God. God is wealthy, and God is benevolent, giving his gifts to people, and the gold of the temple. That's what matters. That's the most important thing about the temple. Jesus said, fools and blind, which is greater, the gold or the temple which makes the gold sacred? Jesus was saying, yes, the bronze, the silver, and the gold represent higher levels of spirituality, but it's not the gold we're talking about. We're talking about something more precious. As Jesus said, or as Paul said, we were not redeemed with perishable things such as silver and gold, but with the precious blood of Christ. So as we learn about Christ, and it's more precious than the gold, it's more precious than the bronze, it's more precious than the silver. We're learning, how precious Jesus' blood was. We're learning that it's more important than the money we make, because with the Pharisees, they loved money. But Jesus' blood is more precious, and God is more precious than the gold we make, or than the dollars we make, or the euros we make, or whatever we make, or the Canadian dollars, or the Australian dollars, or whatever. I don't know what they have in New Zealand. God bless you over there. The life in Christ is symbolized by the gold. The temple is more precious than the gold. It's more precious than an ounce of gold we may have. It's more precious. Knowing God is more precious than anything. We have physical needs, just food and air and drink and all this stuff. But, those are more precious than gold and silver. We have those things. But it's the life in Christ that is the most precious. And his people that are the most precious, because he died for us to give us this relationship in Christ, this life in Christ, which will last beyond our lives down here. We are not just physical. That's what the atheists say. We're just physical. We're just machines. Then why do you care if you die? Why is a mass murderer, or mass shooter? Why does that matter? If somebody kills somebody, if we're just machines, why is there any value attached to human life? There you get into religion and philosophy.